Everything should be running. All right, so just for your essay, audio is live right now. So anything that is said can be heard on the live stream.
Oh.
Right now.
That's so. Okay.
Your mic is still good, right?
I think so.
You're going to have to speak into it.
I'm not speaking loud enough. Okay.
There.
You go.
It's a little. Okay. All right, cool.
Okay.
All right, so you remember that intro you did that was so nice and nifty? You ready to do it again?
Sure.
All right. Let's see if we can do it live.
Okay.
Okay.
Annyeonghaseyo. Hola. My name is Aina, the creative curandera, and you're here to watch the Commonwealth podcast.
Well done.
Okay.
I'm on the outskirts, the edge of being there. I'm giving out, I'm blending out. I'm radioactive, sociopathic, old tactics to keep us down, critical
What's up? What's up?
Hi.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to this special edition of the Commonwealth podcast. I am your host today, Anime Day, and I am live here with my lovely guest, Aina. Say hi.
Hi.
Because remember, they have to hear you.
Right.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
my name is Aina.
Yeah, so, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Oh my gosh. I was just going to say thanks.
You want to speak into the...
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you gotta get it on up in there.
Oh. I'm just going to hold it.
It should fit right back in there.
No.
No? Did it fall off?
It's okay.
Wow, that's awesome.
We're going to just turn it into like a mic stand.
Yeah.
Which is actually really a good way to intro the fact that I'm a artist. Right.
So tell me a little bit about your art.
I'm an abstract painter, and so yes, having to renegotiate easels and all of that adjustment. Yeah, I'm good with adjustment. We are having some technical maintenance, so oh my. Okay. So I'm just going to keep it rolling. I have no idea what else to navigate as we're adjusting. Okay. So creative process is all about adjustment. Yes. All right. Oh, okay. I'm getting the bochinchando signs. Like, keep threading the air with sound.
That's awesome. That was pretty awesome.
Okay.
So you're an abstract painter.
Yes.
Okay. What other expertise would you say you have as well?
What I'm willing to share about today, or all of the things.
I mean, I guess what you're willing to share today.
Okay.
Yeah, always in your own comfort, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because today was not supposed to be a live show.
No.
No. What was today supposed to be?
We're just gonna do some.
Put the mic a little closer.
Oh, we're supposed to do some recording, like testing the podcast idea.
Yep.
And it's sort of turned into a live. So there's a lot of breath work that needs to be done to be comfortable in that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
I mean, as an adventure,
Yeah.
it's sort of like, oh, cool. This is like hiking, but I'm inside with, the setup. Yeah.
That's your camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah. So let's talk a little bit about what we're kind of just talking about.
Yeah.
Right? Something very kind of general, more entrepreneurial in tone and topic. Right? And one of the struggles that, I've been kind of sharing with you that I've been going through. Right?
What do you want to ask me about that? Direct question.
Okay. So what kind of advice would you give somebody that is in the beginning stages of building their business and building their brand, and those early adversities are starting to come in one after the other?
Like, as a creative person, I think it's really easy to get lost in all of the different variables of starting a business, the types of business you can start, who you can align with, like all of the tactics that other people use. And I actually think it's more important to really figure out your own routine around your creative work. Like, take note of, like, what are your most creative seasons?
Yeah, you want to keep the mic in
Right.
front of you.
Okay. So really thinking about how many seasons you're very prolific in whatever art form you're choosing, right? And then look at the seasons that you're not so productive. And in a way, you want to build your business around that premise, right?
Okay.
So that you can create your own internal discipline for when you're creating versus when, like, your off seasons, you can be promoting or you can delegate the marketing, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, utilize your own creative process as a means to push your business out. And
Okay.
I think that, because that, I feel like, took me, like, I'm still sort of learning the intricacies of that. But I do feel like I would have been a little further along had I understood that primarily.
Do you think those experiences, especially when you're considering the different aspects of being an entrepreneur, there.
Do you want some water?
I should probably have brought some, but no, it's fine. No, I'm good.
We're just share. Okay.
No, I'm good. No, the different aspects of, being a business owner, right? Like, just even early on, if you're considering, I don't know, now you're not only in charge of supply, inventory, management, oversight, training, development, marketing, all these different aspects that all matter, right? And I'll tell you, just, firsthand, being a creative, I felt like I was in a good place because, like, no matter what business I got into, like, marketing, I had, like, an upper hand, right? Because I was a creative.
But an upper hand on what exactly? I think is my question. Like, what do you mean by that? Having an upper hand in marketing?
Well, it's natural for me, the creative side, right? Because I'm a creative, right?
Okay.
Oh, someone's gonna clip this. But
Bruh.
But I, I have a background in graphic design. I have a background in illustration. I have a background in animation. I have a background in painting. I felt like from a marketing standpoint, at least the visual aspect of it, I had that in the bag. I come with that, and whatever X is the business part, right? So I always felt like that gave me an upper hand. So being an entrepreneur just seemed natural to me.
To what? That's my. So this is.
So you got to think of it like this,
I have
right?
a spectrum of thinking around entrepreneurship, right? But your creativity and your entrepreneurship are not necessarily aligned, but they intersect, right? So it's like we don't really have an upper hand in the businesses that we create because every business is sort of different, right? Okay. But I also feel like coming from a place of the creative side, like what you can provide, like, yeah, just identifying. So maybe you're meaning upper hand as in like, this is my best quality. I think that's what I'm trying to ask you is really that part. Like,
Oh, I think you muted your mic.
how?
Oh, there's a little right there.
Oh, okay.
We're learning here.
These are things that need to be identified so
Yeah.
that I'm not touching the wrong thing. But it's okay, though. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. It's just
Just want to be really careful of that one piece right there. Yep.
okay.
So yeah, but oh, it looks like it keeps dipping. Yeah, so just tighten that little knob right there. On the other part. On the arm part. Yep. That
It's
should.
pretty tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's.
Yeah.
Then you'll have to lift it from the other part of the arm. Yeah.
Okay. Is that better? Is it louder?
It is. It is if
Okay.
you don't look at me.
Oh.
It's weird like that, right?
It is weird to like look in a camera and not at the person you're talking to.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
definitely it's an
I mean,
adjustment.
is that also like some hard and fast rule that can't be broken? I mean, what the fuck?
Not really.
All right, then
Not
I don't
really.
have to. I'm just
But-
saying. Like,
but the
I don't have
ultimate
to
goal
subscribe
is-
to a rule. I'd much rather just like I'll
See, this is
split
good for
time.
us. This
I'll
is-
split time is what I'm saying. I'll look at you. I'll look at that.
What's up, Steve? This is good for us because what this does is it gives me experience of, hey, when we have guests on,
Yeah.
like this is what we have to deal with as guests. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, this
Oh.
is what guests would experience. What would they need to know?
It's also
What are the challenges? You know?
I feel like unruly in that as a guest. You're gonna tell me to do shit, and I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah. So hopefully that also helps you in managing people.
Yeah, for sure. A guest would typically be not impromptu though. This is impromptu.
True.
Completely impromptu.
Oh, so
So we were talking about
wait. You had a very clear body, facial, and visceral reaction to what I just said, and I just want to know more about that.
what do you mean?
Like, that there is a distinction that you have around an actual guest and the fact that we're pretty much just here shooting the shit, right? Like
Yeah.
we're just, it's live and direct, like, and also super chaotic. But you had a clear distinction in your presence of a guest versus what we're doing today. And I'm curious why? What's the difference? Like when you think of guest and there's a parameters around that, like there's like a bubble what's in that bubble?
Probably a
Scripted.
agreed upon, understanding of the of what they would be doing,
Right.
which you did not have.
No, I did not.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is just the things that we would know, right? But things that I wouldn't know that I would have not needed to tell you if we went through that.
Okay.
And like, oddly enough, it's not like we could have done it without going live.
I understand that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like it's a pressure.
Well, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it ain't live.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it's two people, which is what we're trying right now.
Yeah.
So, the chat is asking who our special guest is.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the exact time you put the camera on you.
Right.
As you're drinking.
Who's the special guest? My name is Aina. I'm the creative curandera. I'm an artist and single mom of 3. And I am in Vegas. I've only been here a year. And so sort of doing some new collaborations with other local artists and figuring out my own grounding in my artistic self in Vegas. So that is who I am. Yay. Thanks for having me.
That's good to know. Thank you for sharing, Ina. Yeah. That's good to know. I'll have you know we're actually running the show right now with 2 people.
Yeah.
I changed the output to make sure that it was 1080, so it should look great now as opposed to what it's typically looked like. But this is a single cam setup, and I'm running it with. This is not an ad, by the way, but I'm running it with this guy here. I think that this is something that we can probably do if we ever need to just be solo. We can, boom, and then you can just make this ultimate. I'm glad you like it. I'm very glad you like it.
Wait, is this the first time that you've done this solo like this with the new app and everything?
Yeah.
Did you just decide to be like, oh yeah, you tweaked it. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's super cool.
I'm glad you like it. It's it's cool to me. I like it. I think it's really cool.
It's the adventure of actually living without having everything that's scripted, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because isn't video kind of even cooler when you're just getting like the raw and uncut.
Well, it depends.
I just fucking dated myself as a hip hop fan.
Because you said raw and uncut.
Like in a sense, totally.
I don't. Totally. He said this is the way. It's not the way because we're stuck on my camera right now. Is there a lag in audio sync?
I think it's perfect. It's like you're listening to my audio, but we're seeing your facial reactions. It's fucking fire. It's.
I don't know. I feel like oh my god, it's finally catching up. Oh my god, it's probably gonna like change a million times. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, there it is. We're back. Oh wow, this podcast is always such a shit show. Oh man. God. So what else were we talking? What were we talking about?
I'm not even sure where we left off at this point.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do this.
Oh no, I do remember.
Okay, so listen, you're getting comfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm with it. Right? But if we're gonna do this podcast,
yes,
you gotta put this mic near your mouth.
Okay, right.
Can you hear the difference to yourself?
It's not even. You know what's also really funny is that do you know how many TikTok fucking reels I see that have the same issue? Where people are just like,
Are you the person that
you-"
comments on them and says,
No.
fix your audio?
No, because I get, this is my first time doing this, y'all. So
Yeah, hey,
like,
we're doing it live. We're literally doing it live.
and I really just walked into this also with the understanding that like I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not trying to act like I know what I'm doing. I don't. I'm totally exploring right now in front of whoever's watching. That this is a completely new frontier for me, and it's exciting and nerve-wracking all at the same time. So, but I didn't really understand how difficult it is until
to be on camera?
until today. Not even just the camera part, but the mic issue.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
we learned that through experience.
Yeah.
You see, I don't move a lot
Right.
on purpose.
Right.
But I have it situated so that it's definitely where I'm comfortable where it's at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this
I'm
is your
still,
it's your first time working with the mic. So, you've never really like been able to like move it around and get it angled the way you want it to so it
and that-
doesn't move
yeah.
and
I'm not playing with it at any given moment either. Right.
Yeah, true that.
I heard
And
that.
you're also not like talking past it like,
Right.
I just have the discipline of having done this setup multiple times
I
for
hear
it to
you.
be that way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's it. That's all it is.
Which is, that's kind of what I'm talking about is I'm at the, like, in a different spectrum phase than you are with this
Well,
particular
we all are.
medium. And
Everyone's
so,
in a different phase
yeah,
of their journey in something from someone else.
totally.
Always.
Yeah. I
You
just
know?
also, I'm older than you. So
Not by much.
for me, it's like there's a level of brevity in the amount of absolutely new experiences and energy that I get to like participate in. It's not like in your 20s where like 10 things are new to you at any given fucking time. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Wow.
So that's kind of the perspective I'm coming from. It's like I'm very excited to even be here right now. That's what I was thinking about earlier while you were trying to set up all the stuff. I was like, wow, this is like a totally different earth-bound entity and energy to interact with and engage with that I've not done before.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's very interesting. Like, I don't know, just also really acknowledging and giving thanks for like, we have technology and we get to use it however we choose, and owning that responsibility in that relationship, I think is really, really interesting. Because you don't usually, humans have a tendency to be like, oh, I use you, like I'm going to use you for this specific function. And they forget that like there's a relationship between you and whatever it is that you're engaging with.
Yeah.
And like you should really have as much respect for that energy, not just because it brings you some level of like functionality.
Can we hover here for a second?
We can hover.
I want to talk about this a little bit. This is a good topic.
Okay.
I just by nature of who I am, I have definitely had friends who I've worked with in different capacities on different projects, and a lot earlier in my life, those relationships were purely business. We had fun, right? But I didn't learn until like much later how important that relationship aspect of investing in the people around you, your teammates, the people you work with, it was. I never took stock in that. We would be friends and I might hardly ever ask you, hey, how are you doing? I would more likely ask you like, hey, you got that thing we talked about?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but sometimes we do that as like a buffer,
Yeah.
right? Like, I have extroverted tendencies, and when people meet me, they're typically like, "Oh, hey, like, social butterfly, whatever." But nah, bro. Like, nah.
Yeah, it's not like that.
Like, for real. It's really fucking not. Like, I I have to have, like, even right now, this is a prime example. I know there's energy on the other end of whatever we're doing.
Yeah.
And then there's the energy between you and I.
Yeah.
Like, you've got yours and I have mine. And then there's,
Yeah.
there's a couple dogs and some other things happening in the house. So, like, I'm in the middle feeling all of that and into that, and also trying to stay super balanced to, like, pay attention to the conversation at hand in the present moment. So it's like I guess what I'm saying is it's like the multiverse of the present moment. The fucking multiverse of the present moment. And that's where I'm like, oh, damn, I spend a lot of time alone. Like, I'm such an introvert. Like, I'm in my studio, or like I'm outside with the birds and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, but that's the thing though, right?
Yeah.
Because I kind of feel like, there's times where I've gotten high, right? Like I'll just like smoke a little weed and I'll go like walk the dog.
Yeah.
And when I walk the dog, I appreciate the walk so much more than I have ever appreciated the walk.
Well, come on. That's mama marijuana, like just doing her thing. I'm just going to hold you, bro.
Yeah. Guys, this is Gabby.
We're going to like
Hi, Gabby.
Did you call him Gary?
No, I said hi, Gabby. Okay. What are you doing? Why are you right by my face?
This man is all business. Well, how do you know that, sir? Talk to me a little bit about that chat.
Yeah,
what's up, chat?
Just
folks?
real quick. Yeah, in the chat. If you want us to know who your username is or who you are when you're chatting, you'll need to link your Facebook account with Restream. You just go to like restream.com/Facebook or whatever, or search it, and you'll have a way for it to connect. Okay. So yeah. Otherwise we don't know who's chatting, and you can see your comments come up as they come up. But yeah.
Serious and humorous, or what?
Am I humorous?
I love these cameras right now.
I think I'm humorous.
Do you?
I think I'm fucking hilarious. Shout out to me.
That's like the Snoop Dogg moment.
Yeah.
I want to thank me for believing in me. I love that shit.
When
I heard that shit, I cannot tell you, dude. Especially, dude, that shit was real. I felt when he said that, I was like, damn straight. That's what's really fucking up.
My guy says he has his own sense of humor.
Oh, do you find it funny? I mean,
I like low key feel like that means that I've offended someone.
Oh, why?
Yeah,
Why
I mean, like, he has
that?
his own sense of humor. Like, it's funny to him and no one else.
He didn't say it like that. It's fucking a text message.
I'm just saying, man.
Oh my god.
Look, see, at times offensive. Oh my gosh.
He didn't say offensive.
Watch, it's coming. Facebook user is gonna say offensive.
No.
Is it offensive? Facebook user.
I don't know. I feel like he's being called out. It's like having a third.
Well, it's kind of like, as Facebook user, it's ambiguous. We don't know.
He said not offensive.
That could be another person. That could be another Facebook user.
I have questions. I have fucking questions.
Oh
I have
my
like big
gosh.
questions now.
No, I'm joking. No, I appreciate you clearing out that it's not offensive.
See, it's not.
That definitely matters to me. Around here
It's
making
not.
jokes that only I find funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So what does that say? Shondell says it's only funny until someone.
See?
Oh.
You got to know your audience too, right?
I think so, but I think like even today, sometimes in the audiences where you think, like I have a friend who does that. Yo, he know who he is.
Does what?
He says some off cuff shit.
Oh, just to get a reaction.
No. He says it because he knows I know who he is, and he knows I won't be offended because he can say it to me in like a funny, objective way, right? Let me give you an example. Okay. Let's say there was a situation that we were both a part of. I'm the guy, you're me. Oh, this is gonna be really difficult in my head now.
Can you simplify?
Right.
Because, like,
oh my God. So say we're out.
Dinosaur.
Okay.
The fuck?
So say we're out. Okay. And we see something that fits some stereotype that exists. Okay. Your mic definitely needs to be pointed towards your face. Yeah, there you go.
I was breathing, not talking. So
yeah,
you know
just so I do this quick trick, right? When I breathe, I just
that's what I
push it away.
There for.
I push it and I pull it back. See that? That's experienced.
You do you, bro. It's all good.
No. But pause. If there needed to be a pause there's a pause. Okay. So,
all right.
What was I saying? I was saying
exactly.
What I was saying?
Following, but not following. Okay.
I don't remember what I was saying.
I do.
What
okay,
was
we have 3 unresolved.
Oh yeah.
Conversation threads at this point.
So we're talking about the scenario, right? This off-cuff guy. You asked, what did I mean?
Right.
Okay. All right. I said, let me explain it.
Okay.
So if we're out and I see something that fits some generic stereotype that exists, and I look at you and I say, I'm not even gonna say anything. You know what I mean? Like I have essentially just said it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I mean? Like I've pointed it out.
Yeah.
And so naturally, what is it? You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna say? Oh, well, you know, man. Look. You know what I mean? Kind of a situation.
Okay.
And it's like, oh my God, you know? And I know him. We're friends. Mm-hmm. I would venture to say we're pretty good friends.
Okay.
I know he does it in jest.
You're gonna have to give me the story without all of these like precursors and like
how?
Oh my God, you're
because it all matters.
You're hedging. You're hedging the actual questions.
Sure.
With trying to like
give you all the information.
I don't need the context.
You really do though.
I don't think I do. I think you could just tell me what it is that you're trying to say.
Okay.
Because you're inputting your perspective on the situation as well as trying to like
solicit yours.
Like no, like you're trying to set up the defense in case, because you've already assumed how I'm going to react.
No, I have no clue how you're going to react. In a way.
Yeah, because you're like all the extra explanations. So like, just tell me what it is.
Okay.
And then we'll move on.
Okay. No, I personally was just trying to arm you with all the information.
Okay.
That I felt was relevant.
I don't need
to the scenario.
Armed is the other part of that equation. I don't need to have armor or be armed before we get into the depth. Same response. Response.
All right.
Yeah. I know. I'm an unruly guest, y'all. I'm not gonna apologize but I'm just saying.
what I don't know what's happening. Okay, so story without any context.
Just give me the story and
so story.
Feel the way I feel after you say it. Yeah.
We went somewhere.
Yeah.
We both saw something that fit a racist stereotype.
Okay.
And he acknowledged the racist stereotype in jest.
Okay.
and in support of racist stereotype,
Oh, okay.
right?
All right.
Like in a jestful manner,
Okay.
and in
Continue.
an obvious jestful manner.
And was this said just to you, or like was it loud enough for a crowd to form? How was that? How did that work?
Wait, say that again. Oh,
Heyo.
that's
Sorry.
Steve. Steve is saying that the mic gives him trouble all the time.
Right.
Then buy a new mic stand. If you don't like my mic stand, Mike, Steve, if you don't like my mic stand,
Oh my God.
you have a problem with my mic stand, then you can go buy your own. Oh man.
This is why y'all should send them stars or whatever so they can upgrade their fucking equipment.
Yo, wait, I just saw that. Someone sent a star.
Word. Send
Yeah,
some more.
what does that even mean?
It means you get something. I don't know. You had it on your. Listen,
Don't try to walk it back now, Steve. I
I
managed to get by. We'll use the star we just got to get you a new mic stand.
actually don't know
Steve.
what's funnier. The fact that
I'm literally producing this in my hand right now live. This
I
is
know,
nuts.
I know, which is actually pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not it's not anything no one else can do, but
There's so many negatives in there.
Oh,
Sorry, I had
nice.
to count them up real quick. Okay, I think I get it.
That's funny.
What's funny?
Oh, that so we're on like it's groundbreaking. So we got like 5 streams going right now.
5?
Yeah, that's like
you
YouTube, 4 Facebook accounts.
Oh,
It's nuts.
Dope. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I don't think the homie was like gracious enough with his own praise around deciding to do the live, getting it to work remotely. Because I was saying earlier, it's like, yo, this is a pretty cool thing that you're learning how to do on the fly. Like, it didn't even really take no time. Like, we've only been here for like an hour, right? Hour and a half and shit.
Yeah, I was
So,
a little embarrassed
like,
by that. I felt like I could
yeah.
just walk in and fire it up.
And it was like, and the creative frustration that was happening in the background was so awesome.
Are you talking about when I got pissed off and needed to go
Like,
smoke?
I found it to be so
Wait.
awesome.
That part when I got like upset.
Creative frustration. It fucking
Oh.
happens, bro. It's just part of the fucking process.
Ask Steve. It happens every Saturday.
Like, you just have to go through it. And so, do you remember what I asked you though?
what was that?
So I asked you if for every complaint, if you could give like just a little bit of appreciation, right? Like for every complaint,
Oh yeah.
you have an appreciation. Because then at
this
least
is why
it's
I
like
rock with you.
balanced
You
and,
sound like my
harmonized
therapist.
and shit. You know what I mean?
This is the same shit my therapist
Just
says.
saying. Yeah.
She
'Cause
gave
the
me like this assignment.
Because all those processes that you have that you're like, oh God, now I got to do this, now I got to do that. It's like you could also just be like, oh, cool. Like, this is the process. I got to go over here. I got to go over there. All right. Thank you for all of you connecting and working. Thanks, brain, for remembering to do this shit in some sort of logical order.
I am
like,
an ungrateful fuck.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be like, here's an intention to be grateful.
I just don't. I'm not grateful to
versus
myself.
like
you know what I mean?
you're the worst thing in the world. Like, you took it like way kind of like energetically.
Yeah.
Took it into like, oh, like, I'm just unworthy. It's like, no, you're not. You're not. But this is the practice that teaches you how to be grateful for your living environment.
Well, I think
These are
that
like this baby steps into self-love, like real intimate self-love.
is this to imply that I do not love myself?
I didn't say that.
That's why I'm asking the question. If you would have said it, I wouldn't have to ask the question, would I?
No, I'm responding to a comment that you made.
Okay.
That's all.
But does it imply that?
I didn't make any implication. I'm just talking from personal experience. Like
Okay.
when I practiced being grateful for, like, there's a table and a chair and, like, oh, the internet is fucking working, and, like, I've got 6 tabs open and they're all running just fine, no lag time, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know this process. I'm going here and I'm going here, and my skills have taught me that I have, like, you know, the checklist of this particular process while I'm doing it. It makes the journey of having to do all the little, like, background creative shit, like, before you get into the actual meat of what you're doing, a lot more enjoyable, because it is tedious. Like, that's the thing I do kind of want to talk about today. Like, I don't really feel there's a read in the way the social system is sort of set up for just how tenuous and intricate the creative processes. Like, for all of us out here, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be sewing, making plushies, painting, just doing content creation. I'm sure you guys take a lot of takes after doing this. Like, I can only fucking imagine now. But, like, there's so many processes
what do you mean?
that are involved with that.
Wait, what do you mean?
What do you want? What do you mean? What do I mean?
What do you mean?
Like,
You're sure we take a lot of takes?
What do you know what I mean?
Like, a lot of
just
takes
saying,
how?
What I'm saying is way more generalized. Like, just about being an artist, being a filmmaker, being a crafts person. Like, I don't really think that we live in a certain culture, I guess, where they understand how much of us it takes and how many resources it takes to really put out creative content. And I'm looking forward to, like, a society where that is considered, you know, it's put in its rightful place.
You mean in value wise to society?
The value system, right?
I think we're going in that direction.
Absolutely.
I definitely feel like we're going in that direction. I feel like there is, how can I say, kind of a shift in the level of respect that comes from working in the creative space, right? As society evolves and media evolves, and younger generations are brought up on the newer technologies, it kind of thrusts things head first, right? So now you'll see corporations, small businesses looking for social media managers because they understand that there is a very significant presence of market in whatever it is that they are, like, doing business in, that social media opens them up to, right? So your content creators are, you know, you've gone from being the person that works at the company that does it but doesn't really know what they're doing to hiring somebody who's a subject matter expert on it and has proven results based on analytics and different platforms that share those analytics with you. You know what I mean? That's, to me, evolution. That's the evolution space of creative whatever, right?
It's kind of like show me, don't tell me, right? Show me.
Well,
what you've
it's a
already
little
done.
of both. It's definitely a little bit of both.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool, but what's not cool is they've kind of, like, corporatized
That process.
how the criteria that they use to value a candidate for that kind of position. And when I say corporatized it's like you know, the ad might say something to the effect of proven social media manager with results driven, you know, analytics
Right.
that show, you know, fluent in this program that does it in this program that does it in this program that does it. but also knows all the creative stuff that comes with it, is a creative, sweet genius, and has, experience
Is that
bringing
something
out.
that's common these days, that people are just like self-identifying as a creative genius?
I don't think it's a. I don't think it's a self-identification of it as much.
Is there like a category for that now?
A category?
Meaning, like, is that really what someone's, I don't know, bio is gonna say? I'm just curious. I'm totally just curious.
I don't really understand the question.
Like, because when you were running down, I was thinking, oh, in a way, social media and your bio has become like your cachet or your resume, right? And so, like, when I'm thinking of what, you're talking about, like, in a way, it's like people's titles, right? So, yeah, I was curious. If people in their bios would self-identify as a creative genius.
No.
Their
This is
Instagram bio or something, right? Like, that's what.
no.
Never mind.
This is what an ad would say
Oh, for the.
for the position.
Oh.
What they're looking for.
Okay.
Oh.
How ostentatious of you.
That's what I'm saying. Like when they've
My
they've
God.
corporatized it
Crazy.
now.
Sounds real Kanye-ish. What does?
Creative genius.
Oh, Adesso. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Oh, I don't want to touch that.
That thing is all over the place, giving
Okay.
you all the
Okay.
troubles.
It's not. I don't really find it to be trouble. It's not like a trouble. It's just something I have to consider, and we're learning each other. So yeah,
Yeah.
it just is what it is.
Well, the camera's not on you now, so you can fix it. Oh, I don't know where the camera is right now. Camera is
Self-identify
clearly someone else.
genius. Insert Kanye sound clip. Yeah, that would be a good.
Yeah, I don't have enough buttons. It only gives me this many. See this? That's all I get. And I mean, this is day one of doing this. So as we go on, we'll get better. But it was a good test run.
It was.
I do. I appreciate you giving this a test run with me.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah.
Unsolicited.
Unprompted and unsponsored.
Yeah. Unauthorized even. Unauthorized even.
But not inappropriate.
100%. Wu-Tang is for the kids.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my God. Do I even have a button to get out of here with? I do. Okay. All right. Well, listen, it's been a great show. Great test.
Thank you.
Peace out, everybody. Thanks for joining us. See you guys at our regularly scheduled times. You know what they are. Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come see us. Yeah, Gabby will be there too. She's always there. But till then, it's peace and hair grease. Ah, holla.